Is it true on full release it will be free? Yeah, that is true. Yes. Wandered so far away from my wagon. So yeah, it is a paid early access, but when you buy the early access, they give you like an in-game currency. That currency is called Hexite. I'll find it for you in a second. Alright. There's still many, many saggy birds to kill. So let's see, where's the Hexite? See? No? Is it H? No? Is it... Okay. Okay. Hexite shards. So they give you... I want to say 10,000. Which I feel is kind of a scam. Like, that's the $20 version. They're charging you $30 for the game. They should have given you the $30. So, like, the amount of money you're paying for early access is a little more than what, like, the final, or the Hexite shard cost is. And that just seems a little rude. I mean, we are kind of being the debuggers for the game. Like, if anything, I'd give you a little more. What do you use the currency for? Currently, the only thing you can use the currency for is shoveling into the Empire furnace. Like, you can use it to found your own empire, which are these, like, sections off of the game. Everybody can afford to do this. It took us 80 hours to get to ours. This is ours over here in the Cozy Empire. And you use the currency to, like, fuel your watchtowers. It lasts a long time, but, like, that's purely cosmetic. So, like, there's no actual effect to having an empire other than, like, it looks really cool. You get to have your name on things. That's kind of nice. Is there an in-game way to raise bugs? I mean, I believe they do an amazing job of tracking in games, but yeah, there is. Report an issue right there. And surely they've got... Nope. I don't see any, like, opt in to, like, send data so that they can debug. Maybe that's on, like, the start menu. But yeah, they've also got an extremely active Discord that is constantly blowing up with the game's problems and feature requests. And honestly, they do kind of listen, it seems like. Am I out of saggy birds? I think I've got enough saggy birds. I gotta get to work someday. I might have too many to carry home. So what's the end goal of the game? The end goal of the game is kind of whatever you make it to be. Like, the amount of effort it takes to be max level in any profession is insane. And so, like, one of the hardest goals to reach will just be getting level 100 in your chosen profession. And I imagine that will take thousands of hours. So what you do is you kind of like make your own little goals. Like my personal goal, I want to build like a nice, comfortable empire for people levels 0 through 40 to hang out, grind their levels. And I want the city to be really pretty. I want it to be an appealing place to just like hang out and grind levels. And make it pretty too. That is like one of the highest objectives. Because like this is a good example of a pretty settlement. Like a lot of places will have like just rows of like tanning tubs and rows of looms, but like set up in a way that it looks like a gross factory. But like this place, you know, they kind of spread it out a little bit. They put people who kind of like the NPCs that kind of fit the location near like the crafting station. They've got a decorative bear. You got like this guy kind of like guarding the entrance. Like they line things up to make it look nice. How many levels are there? I think max level is 100. Or do you mean biomes? Because there are tons of biomes. I want to say like 10? 10 biomes? That sounds about right. Okay. I just barely had enough room for all that stuff. Cool. So we're going to teleport back home. Right now, we're in the Calm Forest. The starting area will be like around like a ruined city. Like there's zero danger. It's all like tier 1 gathering stuff. So like you can get a feel for the game and what you want to do. You get out to like the Calm Forest where we are now, where things get a little more complicated. They start introducing like enemies, and like 1 or 2 resources will be missing. But you'll also see like the occasional rare resource, like the crystallized sand over here. So pretty. Oh, there's a newbie goat hanging out in camp. Yeah. This is the prettiest part of their base, if you ask me. I got like this guy cranking out things. It's like this nice little pillar where you can look out over the ocean. And then I think like the next best place is probably the Autumn Forest. We live in the Pine Forest. And like that's a whole lot of forest. Or different kinds of forest. But like each kind of forest has its own different purpose, really. They'll have different colors, different lighting. I like the Pine Forest. I'm from Montana originally, so the forest feels very homey to me. What are the main issues in the game, in my opinion? It's kind of tough. One, we got some features that just straight up don't work. If you try to chat in like region, claim, or empire, for example, that just broadcasts to global. Like you can't get out of global. The only one that works is local. So like if you want to talk to people in your city, you use local chat. Why am I struggling on the biggest issue of the game? Since the premium resource, like the premium currency hexite shards, is used to like fuel an empire, the way empire PvP works is you just kind of like declare to like try to take over like a neighboring empire. You can see like some areas in conflict here. And they can set things up around a watchtower to try and take it over. And what you do is you just spend money to try to take over an empire that you can purchase with money and defend with money. So like the competitive cosmetic aspect of this game is you can get in a money fight to like try to protect your empire, but they can like take over your entire empire just by having money. That's a little too real for me. Like I get enough of that in real life. Like, I am not a fan of that at all. But, like, the Empire is purely cosmetic. So, like, technically it doesn't matter. Like, if the Kings of North, who wouldn't do this to me, they're Canadian, they're super great neighbors. If they were like, we're gonna take over your empire, and they tried, first of all, I'd just let them, because getting in, like, a money fight is just idiotic, and I won't support that kind of system. And so, like, they take over my empire, like, I still have the settlement. I lose my crown and my cape, and that would make me very sad. But I'll be able to sleep at night knowing I didn't spend money trying to fight somebody who's spending money. Like, my warfare would be more psychological. I'd be making fun of them in the global chat. You're like, ah, look at this. Little baby dollar man's throwing his dollar balls at us. You know, stuff like that. What's the requirement to be an empire? You're a solo man, and you want to set up a little claim, and you would love a crown. About 100 hours of work, at least, maybe 120. If it wasn't for Mutation here, it would have taken a long time to get this. And we also have other citizens, and it still took us 80 hours to get an empire. There's a guy on YouTube. You can find his settlement guide if you just look up BitCraft settlement guide. Telleril should be the first result. And he's got a wonderful Google sheet that really breaks down, like, every resource you need in the order you need it. And so, like, we followed that guide to a T. It was great. And we got the settlement. We got the claim token in about, like, 40 hours. But then we just kind of, like, grinded a little more to, like, actually get the empire. We wanted to, like, drop the claim and get the empire immediately. And it was kind of a pain, because we started over here in Region 5. And by the time we had enough, all the good areas were taken. Like, we could have squeezed in here somewhere. But then these, like, massive empires who have tons of money and could easily, like, conquer our settlement could have easily wiped us if they felt like it. For the most part, I've seen nothing but, like, peaceful cooperation between them. Like, even, like, these contested territories, like, I don't think they're actually fighting. I think, like, they just both wanted land and just happened to, like, cross over on each other a little bit. But we didn't want to risk it, so we found, like, a safe little haven millions of miles away. And if you want, nobody is settling north of us. That would be a great place to start your settlement. You can come to us and we'll sell you resources to get you started. And you can start your own empire and be our neighbor. Like, it's kind of good up here. It's great and terrible. Really hard to set up in the pine forest initially, but if you have neighbors that have a lot of gear, it really helps. You're a wanderer hunter level 59. You have enough gold to buy the writ of settlement and about 100k hex. But you don't know if you need any other requirement. You do! You need 10 codexes. And codexes are complicated. To get a codex, and you remember you need 10 of these, you need beginner's stone research, beginner's wood research, beginner's metal research, leather research, and cloth research. To get these, you need, like, the highest level materials in there, like refined rough bricks and study journals. To get refined rough bricks, you need fire sand and rough bricks. Like, rough bricks are fairly easy to figure out, like that's clay and rock mixed together, but the basic fire sand you make from rare materials like gypsite and crushed rough shells, which are rare drops from like clay and crawfish. Like, so there's a big complex tree for each one of those researches. They're not too bad. And you'll grind a lot of levels. But basically, it takes every single job to get that. Like, you need, for wood research, obviously you need carpentry and forestry. For stone research, you need masonry, some foraging, some fishing so that you can get the crushed shells. The leather research is going to require leather working and hunting. Cloth research is going to require farming and tailoring. The metal research is going to require mining and smithing. And it all requires scholarship to come up with like the big research plans. You've been playing alone and doing business with big cities? That's a great way to do it. But like, I understand kind of like wanting your own settlement. And it's like really, really good to have your own settlement, or at least like a home. But since you're a wanderer, you can just kind of like set your home wherever you want. You see, you'll try to make more gold and see if you can just get the materials from the market. That's a good idea. So like, if we check out the market here, and I just like look up research, Charlo, the closest city to me, selling 3 stone research. The Grand Exchange is selling cloth research, leather research. And honestly, these are kind of bargain prices. You know what? Dang. Like, you need the study journals too. Why didn't I think about it? I'm used to being a solo player, and so I'm used to doing all the work myself. But you can just straight up, like, look, there's 23 for sale here. Maybe like the cheapest one isn't $10, but in your region you can buy a writ of settlement for 20k. And you just buy a writ of trade. So people can sell you these writs, and they might... No one should be selling these writs. I think somebody was trying to get like 2 marketplaces up or something like that. What am I doing? What have I got on me? I've got clean pelts. I need to tan them. But yeah, for some reason, in my head, it feels necessary to know every single job to be able to get your own empire. But clearly that's not the case. Like, you can just spend money or like in-game gold to get your empire. So say I really love fishing, like more than anything else in the universe. Like, I just fish and I fish and I fish. And one of the byproducts of like cutting up fish is fish oil. Fish oil is necessary for a lot of like scholar people. And so what you can do is you can just sell fish oil to scholars who are trying to level up their settlements. Make tons of gold, use that gold to buy your research, and then you can like complete the thing in no time. I say no time, quite a significant amount of time. Okay, I need glass. Where does a man make glass? I swear, if I smith glass, It's the kiln, isn't it? How long is that gonna take? 10 minutes? Make a couple more of these. But yeah, like there's plenty of stuff to do. There's so many things that like you end up having your own objectives and you almost don't notice the grind. And like the time you spend at like the workstations tends to be like time to breathe and think and relax, like while you're like trying to plot out the rest of everything you need to do in the world. Like I want this to be a cozy settlement for everybody, but I want like everybody to kind of have a purpose here. Like if you come up to like my village and you're a mason, I want you to be like, hey, what do you need? And I want to be able to tell you instantly, like, we need 100 bricks. And for what purpose? And I'm going to have like a list of different projects. There'll be like the settlement beautification project, where like, to make the settlement more beautiful, we need to level up the settlement so we can get tier 3 equipment, so we can chop down tier 4 trees, so that we can make more room for housing and like organize our stuff a little better. And you can be like, I like that project, I'll do that. Or perhaps you want the Jakyl pit. Like I'm building a wall around the Jakyl pit. It will be very difficult to escape the Jakyl pit once you're in it. There'll be like 1 or 2 exits. But this will be our like little petting zoo for monsters, which is actually kind of nice to have. Because like leveling up Slayer is a thing you want to do, and a great way to make money is to sell this guy monster parts. Like he wants alpha jackal fur. Just living out here in the forest, we get alpha jackals. Like they live all around us. And so anyway, if you care more about the Jakyl pit than you care about leveling up the settlement, I can say like, oh, well, if you're a mason, like I need you to get me stone pebbles. I think that's what like the paving requires, right? Like gravel or potter's clay, so I can make brick roads for the arena. So we can pave this and make it look really intense. What was the thing I got out? I got Jakyl fur. Alpha Jakyl fur. Leveling up Slayer to 30. Once you get to 30, you can make crossbows. And once I have crossbows, I can cheese the Jakyl pit for easy money. And I think I'll be able to defend the settlement a little better. Maybe wipe out the Terratoads a little easier. But yeah. So like my goal in this game is very different from like other people's goals. Like maybe they just want to be like the highest level they can be in their favorite job. Or maybe they wanted to just be part of a cool community. There are people who like have joined the Empire and their like actual goal is just the success of this empire. Like they don't care about much else. They just believe in the vision and they want to build the coolest little forest settlement ever. But that's what you've been doing with leather. Only hunting and leather work. You managed to buy all the mounts, weapons, armor, and you still have gold to spare. Yeah. You can get rich in this game, and it's not too hard. Like, for me to get the money for the writ of settlement, what I did was during the beginning of the game, people were selling, like, Fairlith tools real cheap. And I was like, you can get more. Like, everybody here needs these things. And so I'd buy them all up and then I'd sell them at 200. Like I tested higher prices, but 200 seemed to be like the fair one. And so whenever anybody posted a tool, like I just manipulated the market by like buying that up and reposting it at a slightly higher rate, which feels like scummy behavior. I didn't feel proud of it, but it was for the Empire. And plus, if people felt the price was unfair, they could like put something for sale under me and it would definitely sell because I would buy it. Like if you really wanted to screw me over, you just post everything for $1.99, you know? Old man Sugarheart. Hi, is that witch? Aren't you a member of the Empire? I think you might be. Dare you ask how you came up with that lovely title? It's just my name. I'm John Sugarheart. But nah, I'm just a real sweetheart, and I'm feeling pretty old. You're in the Discord community? Nice. Anybody else interested in the Discord or joining the Empire? Here's the link. But yeah. But yeah, at some point I decided I wanted to be a streamer. I did calculate. Oh, honestly, it was a plot to like quit my day job. I wanted to test the grounds with streaming because I was like, I think I'd be so much happier doing this. I'm already playing 40 hours of video games a week. And so I started doing this in my spare time. I came up with the name Old Man Sugarheart because by my calculations, if I met like an average level of success, the amount of years of work before this became like a living wage, I would be an old man. You're a member of the Discord now? Welcome. Send you a welcome message right now. Where are you? There you are. Hi, is that witch? Alright. More stuff processing over there. By now, maybe our glass is done over here? No. 2 more minutes over there. So do I need refined leather? Really, I should be going to my day job. This is very addictive. Basic leather treatment. Refined rough leather, level 5. Okay. Water buckets, braxite, fish oil, rough glass. Do I have any spare rough braxite around? Not much. I don't have fish oil either. Yeah, we got a bit of grinding left before we can do this quest. But like, I really want to do this quest so we can see what the next quest is. But anyway, Old Man Sugarheart origin story. I'll stop being distracted now. I'll go to like my speaker podium. This is probably my favorite part in the Empire. Like there's just this one lone pillar out in our lake where I can admire the town and talk about things. Go to screenshot mode. Oh. But yeah, so I decided to be a streamer, and I was like, how much money do I really expect to make in my first year? I was like, if I tried my hardest, I bet I could make $50 in 1 year of streaming. Like, you know, you start out making no money on YouTube, no money on Twitch. Like, you have to, like, unlock affiliate and partner and all that. And so, like, I just tried my hardest. Every game I played, I streamed, and every stream I did, I chopped it up into, like, nice little episodes, uploaded to YouTube. With, you know, well-written descriptions and tags and all that good stuff. Nice little thumbnails that I made myself. And the first year, instead of making $50, I made $350. We're now at year 2. Year 2, I have made $750. And that's not like total with the other one. Like for the second year, $750. All the money I make from the stream, I put like right back into the stream. Like I've got a better mic, I've got better equipment. Like I've got a music license playing Epidemic Sound. Like we invest into the stream so that the stream can get bigger. And things seem to be working, honestly. Like, BitCraft is kind of a weird stream because it's actually working. A lot of people are watching this stream, getting lots of subscribers. Just playing this game alone has paid for this game and then some. And so, kind of keeping the I don't want to like advertise this loudly because I don't want to like get somebody FOMO, but I need to like target somebody in the Discord who wants to play this game that doesn't have it, and I'm gonna send them a message and say, psst, here's the game for free. And they'll play the game and they'll join my empire and we'll get bigger. And the community will be happy, and I'll be happy, and everyone will be happy. I did it to you? I did do it to you. But you're also my brother. So that was kind of like a belated birthday present. Now you work all day at the scholar table. Yeah, we did chain you to the scholar desk. Anyway, streaming's going great. Streaming this game has gone especially great. In the past 28 days, we've made $75, and 50 of that was from this game alone. Everybody is interested in this game. They want to know if it's any good. And it's hard to look at this game and say it's good. But I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, I can't get enough of it. Like, I've already put 88 hours into it. Like, that's very unusual for me. Like, I put like 88 hours into like Elden Ring, and I'm like, can this be over? This game, I'm still thinking of like the next things I want to do, and there's a lot of them. And I still just very much want to do them. Anyway, I was supposed to stop streaming 50 minutes ago. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. And I will see you tomorrow. We'll do more things. I think I'll get the materials for the insulated wires. And I'll do that quest on stream so you guys can see like what happens. Because I don't know what happens. I'm hoping there'll be like a really cool cutscene or something. But it'll probably just be like, boop. Here's the thing. Equip it to your chest. Good. You're good. Good for you. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. If you are on Twitch, stick around, we'll find somebody to raid. If you're on YouTube, stick around, we'll find somebody to raid. I will not forget you. I will get everybody everywhere all at once. Ooh, Volpe. I'm gonna raid Volpe. She's been active in our community. She's always talking on our Twitch. I don't think, or not Twitch, Twitter. I'm very interested to see how radical she is. Alright, sending you to Volpe. Have a great day! And on YouTube... On YouTube, I can send you to... my BFF Danagast. He plays a lot of indie games. Like, he's a good guy to follow if you want to, like, hear the new hotness for, like, whatever the latest, greatest roguelike is. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye!